In the exciting world of mechanical keyboards, there is a unique group of people who stand out from the rest. This group is known as the Topre gang, and some even go on to calling them the Rubber Dome gang. Today, we'll be experiencing this interesting rubber dome sensation ourselves and see how good it actually is. But aren't all rubber domes bad? Stay tuned to find out. Before we start the video though, only a small percentage of those that watch my video are actually subscribed, so if you enjoyed today's video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. It's free and you can always change your mind later. With that being said, enjoy the video. The NiZ Atom is an electrocapacitive EC keyboard that comes in a variety of layouts with the 66 and 68 keys coming in at $149 and the 82 and 84 keys coming in at $155. They also have a wireless Bluetooth version of this keyboard, but that goes up to $189 and even more at $249 if you want RGB. What's most unique about this keyboard are the electrocapacitive switches, which mimic the Topre switches by using a rubber dome fitted with a slider, topped with a coil spring and a printed circuit board. This is my first time trying anything of the Topre nature, so I was pretty excited. So let's just get right to the unboxing. Like most keyboards, this keyboard comes in a brown box. Inside the box you have your keyboard, user manual, and some accessories including extra keycaps, sliders, springs, and keycap puller. The keyboard also comes with the dust cover, which I always love when companies include this. At first glance, the keyboard is pretty simple. I love the clean gray and white colorway, but I do wish that they included some extra accent keycaps. Taking a closer look at the keycaps, they are stated to be laser engraved PBT and have pretty good thickness to them as well. Legends are pretty sharp, and overall they're pretty nice. The case design is a pretty standard high profile design, but it has rounded edges, unlike what you would see in something like a tofu. You also have flip-up feet, with your choice of a little increase or a big increase. The USB-C port is at the center of the case, which is fine, but my problem with the case is that the groove for the wire is way too small to fit any other cable other than a regular USB-C cable. So that means that you would not be able to fit any custom cable with sleeving because it's too thick to fit in the groove. If this is your first keyboard, it might not mean that much, but to someone that has been in the hobby for a while and has an expensive cable, that's a big issue. So the switches are definitely an interesting experience. They definitely do feel like rubber domes, but they're pretty unique. Nothing that I've experienced before. I'll have a sound test at the end, but they sound kinda mushy and they kinda feel that way as well. These are the 35-gram switches, which is a bit light for me, but they included some extra springs, which you can increase the weight of the switch by 10 grams. I definitely prefer the heavier switch with the added spring, but the problem with that is that you can hear the spring pin. Maybe if you loop the springs, it'll get rid of it. Also, unlike regular Topre switches, these have a Cherry MX stem that lets you fit regular MX style keycaps. This is a big W in my book because compared to Topre styled keycaps, there are so many more MX style keycaps. Moving on, probably the biggest weakness of the keyboard are the stabilizers. I'm shocked that I even have to say this, but this keyboard has Co-Star stabilizers. Co-Star stabilizers are a pain in the butt to deal with every time you take off the keycap, since you have to wiggle to make sure all the pieces fit when you put them back on, and these stabs don't even sound that good either. Personally, they're worse than plate mount stabilizers. So what are my thoughts on this keyboard? My first thought is the price. It's definitely not cheap coming in at $149, but you gotta understand that this isn't a regular mechanical keyboard. In fact, its competitors, which are the Topre RealForce and HHKB boards, are even pricier at over $200. So surprisingly, this is considered a cheaper alternative when it comes to rubber dome market. The typing experience definitely stands out from all the previous keyboards that I've tried, but personally I still prefer my mechanical keyboards over these electrocapacitive switches. I still think that if you never tried these or any other Topre switches before, go try them out for yourself, whether it's at a keyboard meetup or friend's house, because they're pretty unique, and a lot of people actually prefer them over regular mechanical switches. Overall, I would say this keyboard is a budget alternative if you don't want to pay a high price tag of a Real Force or HHKB. My only problem with the keyboard are the stabilizers, which are pretty bad, and the USB port, which doesn't fit custom cables. And that's going to conclude the review. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like and subscribe, and come say hi on my other socials like Instagram and TikTok. Thanks to Eppomaker once again for sending out the keyboard for review. Make sure to check out my affiliate links in the description to support the channel. Sound tests will be at the end, but until next time, stay safe and take care.